Hey y'all, hey, happy Monday. Salute everybody. Salute, 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 salute. I hope everybody had having a blessed Monday this far. I am, I woke up blessed to see another day. I know that. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, research, and educational purposes. Thank you, TT. Hey, TT girl. Hey. Hey, Rhapsody. Hey, girl. Hey. Hey, Goddess. Hey, girl. Hey. Hey, Latasha. What's going on? She said I will be watching just on my TV while the phone charges. I hit the like button on both. Thank you. Hey, Diamond girl. What's going on, sister? Hey, girl. Hey. Happy Monday. Whew. And it ain't as cold outside, so I can handle it. It's cold enough though, and stuff. Wow, y'all. I dropped Keys Network, Keys News Network channel. I dropped his channel. I dropped Open Book, and I dropped Criminal Villains. They're also some of the channels that's being covered, especially Keys News channel. He's really been like on it, on it. But Open Book, all of them are on it every day. All of them are on it every day. So check those channels out. I dropped their links early parts, so you might have to go back and get them or whatever. Hey, Erica, what's going on? Hey, Nay. She said, I missed you. I was in the hospital for 30 days, died for 3 minutes and 22 seconds. But God, I'm here. Happy to. Oh my God, Nay, prayers to you. Y'all drop some prayer hands for Nay, please. Nay, I'm so sorry to hear that. Hey, SPHJ, what's going on? Hey, Stephanie, baby. Hey, Vanessa. Hey, girl. Hey. What's going on, my mother's keeper? What's going on, sister? What's going on? Hey, Tanika, baby. Happy Monday. Hey, girl. Hey. Hey, Yvette. Hey, girl. Hey. Um, the Romeca Meeks case is taken on such a ride that in the journey of Carlos. Hey, Yolanda, what's going on? Hey, girl. Hey. Hey, Natty. Hey, girl. Hey. Happy Monday to y'all. We know that Holly took the life of Romeca Meeks. She was taken away from her son, who she wrote a letter to, telling him how proud she was of him, and just a sad letter that he'll never get again. And we know now that she's denying it. She's saying self-defense. Self-defense. But it took 3 shots. And where you shot at. Not only that, hey Leisure, what's going on? Happy Monday. Not only that, in the time, hey Glitz and Glam, what's going on? Hey girl, hey. She said I had E. coli in my bloodstream. Sepsis in my right kidney failure. I'm so happy to see y'all. God is good, Nay. God is good. Wow. I heard stories about the E. coli hitting and stuff like that. So yeah, we're gonna get to that one, Tanika. We're gonna get to that one. And along and during that time, we have witnesses right there. She did it as if people wasn't standing there, like they was in a closed space. It was just her, Romeca, and Carlos. That shows you right there how nuts she is to even do it where she and it also shows you that she couldn't wait for that moment. What's going on, Joanna? What's going on? Salute. Happy Monday. Hey Tracy, happy Monday, sis. It shows you, she said, sepsis is scary. I had it. My life was flashing in front of me. Praise God. But she did it in front of people. Thank you, Peaches. Thank you. And I do have a YouTube Go, you guys. I do have a YouTube Go. It's an incentive given to content creators by YouTube and stuff. So please, if you don't mind, help me reach that goal. It's only 5. She did it in a space where other people, she said, I believe her and Carlos planned it. Yeah. We know they did. We know she did anyway. Because she had been talking about Sometimes you just gotta ill a motherfucker. Like, what? Even when you feel that way, you know you don't write that shit. You don't write that shit. Your mind be working 1,000 times over. And some shit you just don't write. You just don't. But what did it for me was the witnesses are there. And when the witnesses was there, thank you, Leisure, thank you. When the witnesses was there, they had to point out to the police like, hey, Swing Out Shorty, what's going on? Happy Monday. That's like, hey, she did it. And the black officers looking around like, who? That's like, yeah, she put it in a car. The plow pals in a car. And the fact that they let her walk as long as they did with her saying, thank you, Joanna, thank you. She said, once you put it out there, you can't take it back. Yeah, you can't. You can't. There's no take backs. There's no take backs on that. And hold on, guys. Sorry. Sorry, y'all. Sorry, y'all. I didn't have my stuff in order, y'all, so I'm all messed up today. But the show must go on. Hey, Kiki, what's going on? So in the process, they let her go. Even after hearing that he had in a headlock, he did. I believe that. Let me tell y'all something. When somebody that you don't know is saying something that you did, they have no reason to make that up. The same way with the Tyrone Davis Jr. story. Those witnesses had no reason to make any of that up. They don't know these people. You get what I'm saying? She said Carlos was pillow talking about Romeca to Holly and put that battery in his bag. Yeah. She said why she was trying to use a pregnancy in order to get out. LOL, I can't wait till February 3rd when it all came out that both of them are going down. Yeah, Vanisha, we definitely need him to be held accountable. Because if it was just an argument, why didn't you just, push it to the side? Why you just didn't kind of push it to the side? Now, come on, babe. Come on, we out here. F her. Why wasn't it that simple? Why would you let a fight escalate when you had a child on the scene? So close to the other child's school. Why would it escalate that bad? Why would you let it get that bad? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Then you're free. You get to roam around free. Y'all get to send out videos and stuff of old fights and this, that, and the other. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And we all try to figure out what's the meaning of it. What was the meaning of putting those videos out? What was it that made you see the vindictive? You got to think about the vindictiveness of it. You know what I'm saying? Because he's running around. I ain't team but you are. You really are. too smart for this. Y'all get what I'm saying? We just too smart to play dumb. I wonder what he was saying to Romeca when he was holding her. Baby, only she and him will know that. Hey, honey, 5K. Hey, sure, my love. Happy Monday. Hey, Jamie. Happy Monday. Why did Holly and the baby sleep in her car that close to the school that night before that happened? They slept in the car. Did that come out? Because I must be behind on something. QaDree's always late. No, me and QaDree just had a conversation. It's not that he's late. You know what I'm saying? Something else came up, you guys, on my end. It's my fault. QaDree is fine. So it's not his fault. Good afternoon, Miss Catherine. Good afternoon. But I do want to play some stuff from Keys. I do. I want to play some stuff. So he's still going to be a part of the show. Just not on here. Not today. Not today. I'll try to get it to another day this week and get him on here so I can ask him these questions I got. But this is my fault, you guys. But hey, she said, yes, I heard that on another channel. Wow, that's crazy. Hey, Lisa, happy Monday. Hey, Miss Jazzy, what's going on? It was how he was walking around for me, her body. I didn't like all of that. It was like he was trying to, hey, Marvin, what's going on? Happy Monday. Yeah, Keys is on it. Keys ain't playing. And I think I like it too because Keys got that comical side. You won't leave so flustered. You know what I'm saying? Frustrated and flustered. I leave with a little sense of peace. Even though I know that Romeca's mother is not at peace. Don't forget Holly's auntie comes out. Writing all these posts. So negative and disrespectful. Because I'm pretty sure they let the shoe been on the other foot. They would have acted the same way that Romeca's mother's acting, right? If that was Romeca that did that. Since they so lawyered up and got the best lawyers and don't know how connected everybody is. He was compromising a murder scene. Yeah! And it was the police allowing him to walk around like he knew what he was doing. Natty, for me. No, Keys is making a mockery of the case, and Romeca's family said that in their Facebook. I ain't see that. I ain't see that. Right? And it was like he was trying to touch somebody to put DNA off on somebody else to throw the case. Because even when he was made a witness for the state, he went and did that live. Yeah, he definitely needs to be arrested. He went and did that live. If the people say, Miss Parker, you are now a witness in this case, no talking at all. And I go strike up a YouTube live and I start talking about even just a little bit of it. I'm fucking up the case. I'm messing up the case. Is that right? Is that right? He shouldn't have been allowed to touch her, patting her to find her phone instead of trying to help her. What are you looking for that phone for, Corey? Why was he looking for her phone, y'all? What was you gonna try to open it up with the face recognition for what was said last from you? What was you gonna delete? Something? Because the way it makes sense, you was gonna try to delete your call showing that you call her away. She said, yeah, CPD is bogus for the crime. Yeah. Sure, my love, they was. I couldn't believe it. I can't believe some of the shit I've been watching. It's on the Leslie's page. She said the CC have taken this too far, and someone commented about Keys and she liked it and made a comment. Let me see. Let me see. Shoot, for a lot of families, you can't almost and I ain't saying this in no disrespect for it, but in almost I don't see nothing on there. What's her page? I don't see that name. I don't see that name, but she said cold hearted. She said, yeah, she said right. She said, yeah, it was like the police and EMTs that was on the scene was acting like it was the first. Um, yeah, it was. She made a post like 3 days ago. Oh, wow, Leslie. I was looking up something. I was putting it all together. Let me see. I think I found her. It says, I think that we have, um, Keys liked it. Okay, but Keys liked it. She said, we are grateful for the support, but we must clarify that our family has not requested financial assistance from anyone getting monetized. It is disappointing to see individuals disseminating false information. We are not acquainted with the majority of the content shared, nor are we aware of any monetization strategies. If you are leveraging platforms such as YouTube, TikTok, blogging, or managing groups to support a cause, we appreciate your efforts. However, if your intentions are driven by self interest, it is regrettable. The drama is unwarranted and misdirected. And I can get that. Especially with everything that this family is dealing with. You know what I'm saying right now? I definitely get that. What's going on, Radiant? Hey, I'm a baby. She said, I guess some CCs have been asking for family out for money on behalf of the family. Wow. Somebody trying to deflect. They were rookies. Candy, I was on the other page and didn't see. I saw I came over. Yeah, I'm sharing all the pages. She made a post like 3 days ago. I see it. I see it. They said, let me read some of the comments on it. She said, all this confusion started when people started spreading hate, sharing rumors, mingling with those for murder, and creating new groups. Justice for Romeca is a movement for justice. It should come without any drama. We've stood together since day one and will continue. Bad apples, all is gone, so it is what it is. Love y'all. They said, I agree. Somebody said, absolutely, I agree. We can't lose focus by lies. It's all a strategic movement to distract and deflect. I'm justice for Romeca until justice is served. They said it's a few Holly supporters that weren't monetized, but now they're all of a sudden after monetized after creating this case. I believe the Romeca supporters aren't in any way using her name for financial gain. Shaking my head, this is very distasteful from people all over the world trying to capitalize and make money off your family's trauma and pain. I will send everybody a cease and desist letter. Your family is hurting. You will forever hurt behind this. Everybody's opinion don't even matter. I will continue to pray for you and your family. She said, thank you, La Leslie, for speaking out on that because there's so many groups now, and especially since the donkey been arrested, instead of just being in the groups that were already there, it's terrible. But y'all truly have my condolences. Also, this one person said, let me say what she said. She said Ebony is the main one. I don't know her. I don't know her. She said someone else asked for money and she been at the center of it. Real TTV has been exposing them. Okay. See, I don't be knowing all the I don't go everywhere to see all of this about money and stuff like that to be just like, oh yeah, yeah, she stole money, or even put names on it because I don't know these people. I don't know these people. QaDree is another one of them. Anything for clicks. Then he made David into a female. Yeah, I'm just Team Truth and Justice, Team Justice, and that goes for anybody that's in. Hey, Pink Butterfly, what's going on? Happy Monday. What a, let's shift gears for a minute in these cases. If y'all really here for justice, do y'all pick up the other garbage and verbiage that's out there? Because what somebody else don't like don't mean I'm not gonna like them. I'm not one of them because that person said this person. We're content creators. Not saying that everybody is gonna put out the news you want to hear. I ain't got cable, so I'll be right here on YouTube while I'm doing my doubles. That's crazy work to be asking for money, and it's not the family doing it. If y'all want to send a donation to the family, I'm pretty sure it's a way that Romeca's mother can get the donations. She has a Facebook, and I'm pretty sure they have a way of a group that they have a way of getting in touch with just personally her. I block out all the negativity so it doesn't bother me. Honestly, I know it's a distraction from the real deal, which is just for absolutely. It's hard to ignore the noise when they stop covering the case and focus on the mess. I did in the beginning with Naziah. All this weekend there has been nothing but panels about mess. I haven't seen it. That's why I'm saying you may not want to hear this. I don't really be everywhere like that. I be everywhere, but not like that. I really just go for the facts of it, you know what I'm saying? And look at the receipts or listen to who's talking about Tia Ewing and showing stuff like what Holly's defense lawyers is doing. She said Open Book knows how to get the donations to Miss Tina. Okay, Rhapsody. This type of shit makes me want to give up on YouTube altogether. Go to another platform and do shit. It do. This shit is so fucking draining. It is. It's so high schoolish right now to me. It's so we want to point out everything, like people just dissecting people by the hairs on their body and tooth and nail. Like, it's crazy. Y'all don't hear me mention certain names over here, but y'all, I don't get it. I don't get it. I really don't. I'm so overwhelmed with all the mess. Like, it's a whole new year. People's loved ones are gone, and it's just like, and I'm thinking about just doing uploads. I really think I'm gonna go into uploads. Just upload my videos and keeping it pushing to where you can't cover a case because somebody ain't gonna like you. Somebody ain't gonna like what you say. Somebody gonna post some. I get the money shit, but all the rest of the shit, because everybody ain't gonna find you entertaining. Everybody ain't gonna like how you cover the story. So they gonna run to somebody else's chat and talk about you. And I don't like that. I don't like that. So I'm gonna use this weekend to take off, and I'm gonna look into some other ways, angles, and stuff. I gotta figure out the upload part. I think it's super simple. She said that's being you get misinformation going from channel to channel. Absolutely, TT. It's disgusting. It's weird as fuck. And I'm too old, man. I'm too old. Yeah, Nina Johnson is a major problem. Do you know what Nina Johnson did? She pretended to work for an attorney. See, I don't even know that. I didn't even know that. You may not want to hear this. Cause it ain't enough time in the day for me to be here, there, and everywhere. I don't even know Nina Johnson. I don't know half of these people. I just started watching Keys about a month ago when they finally got Holly and locked up. Then it led me to Open Book, and then it led me to Criminal Villains, and I think a couple of others. And I like them. I'm not there. I really, when I go and listen to a content creator, I listen, and then I go and look for facts, and I don't talk about it. I don't talk about it. I don't. I don't. I don't. I don't look into these people to see if I love you too, Pooh. Love you to pieces. Thank you for sharing my love. I'm just saying, cause I don't need nobody going over there to Keys. Oh, Miss Parker said that's why the fuck I don't want to do it. I'm so tired. That shit so dead. That shit was dead last year to me. I told y'all in December last year that shit dead to me. Hey, 80s baby. Romeca's sister made an entire comment about Nina Johnson. Honestly, all of this is right there in Romeca's group. That group is drama. I'm a part of the Romeca group on Facebook, but I don't know where all of that stuff be at. Like, if it come up on my news feed, y'all, when I do this on Facebook, when I scroll, that's what I do. When I scroll, I scroll. I scroll. I scroll. I scroll. I don't tap on to see what it said. That's why I don't like Facebook. That's why I said I wanted to delete social medias. But that's how I contact my people. She said, if I don't want to listen to a channel, I turn the channel free. Yeah, Tracy Ine. Hold on, y'all. Hey, Big Gasman, what's going on? What's going on? Yep, members only content. Yeah, especially with the preliminary for Nazaya, it's definitely all going on members only. I'm not doing regular lives. Just the members. Just for the members. Y'all members, starting Friday, please pull up with a membership. Y'all can watch. I'm not changing it. I'm not changing nothing. I love y'all. Y'all know I do. I do. I love my subscribers, but I'm not doing it. That way I could be at some peace. Cause I'm gonna be at peace this week. I want to be at peace. If anybody calls wreckage over here, it's gonna be me. If I'm gonna break shit and kick shit over in here, it's gonna be me. Hey Belinda baby. She said Nina lied and told Romeca's family that she could help with the civil lawsuit and she will fly out with the attorney. Well, turns out Nina was lying to get info about Meeks for her page. That's gonna come back on her. If that's what happened, that's gonna be on her. You get what I'm saying? What people do on her, what they eat ain't gonna make me shit. Cause I ain't got it in my bones to carry out all that shit. That's too much. To get a channel going, you can just get on her. If you're gonna lie, just tell a lie. You know what I'm saying? Big ass when you ain't never have no wrench over her. Yeah. All you gotta do is get on her and tell lies. You ain't got to go through reaching out to family members or none of that to do none of this. Just start your channel and ramble. That's it. Hell, y'all can. But lie for what? That's the thing. Get on here and lie about people's loved ones passing away or whatever, however you do it. I don't understand it. Because I don't want nobody lying on mine. I unfriended an old friend yesterday because he was condemning a street beggar on his live. I ain't joining in that crap. Wow. Now Gigi gets in here and lies all day on every case and she's getting more views. Hey, to each his own. If she get more views, shout out to her. I don't got nothing to do with where people go, who hit whose like button, or nothing. The only thing I can focus on is me. Again, I don't know these people. You know what I'm saying? Hey Kay, what's going on? Happy Monday. Hey, just Jay Show. So I want to get back to my commentary. I don't know them people. I don't got nothing to do with who's lying on her, who ain't lying, who ain't comedy to y'all. It has nothing to do with me. Nothing to do with me. And after today, I don't want it in my channel. Okay? If they lying over there, they lying over there. If they telling the truth over there, they telling the truth. I'm gonna go where I want to go for information, and I'm gonna rock with who I want to rock with. I know if somebody's lying. I know how to use discernment. You know what I'm saying? I know how to go on Facebook and you know what I'm saying. Look up these people's page. Look, see what the family's saying and stuff like that. Not to see if the family's talking about a content creator and stuff like that. To really, if I get the news, I know that the family's gonna say it. So if y'all don't like somebody and y'all go everywhere, please keep it to yourself or take it to the other channels that allow it. I don't want it over here. I've been doing fine over here without names being dropped in my chat on some bullshit. I'm calling bullshit right now, and I don't want no parts of it. You get what I'm saying? No disrespect to none of y'all. I'm cool. I just want to do my shit and get off. I'm gonna start doing some uploads so that way I ain't even gotta see, I ain't gotta hear it, none of it, cause I don't care. Got my own shit going on. I gotta focus over here on this shit. It's already hard pushing out content the way it needs to be. And put it out, try to put it out as factual as I can. He does, Corey, to me. Yeah, Gasman, you never had one over here. She said, don't give a damn what's Ab Next got going on their page. That's like pocket watching. Yeah, and I ain't watching. I don't care. So Carlos goes to court. He's on the state side. And he comes out and he says they lying in there. See, there you go. You may not want to hear this. Why you don't not watching? If you don't like him, if he's too dramatic. She said he's too dramatic. He intentionally creates confusion by piecemeal info. If you look at Nina Page, she's been silently calling him out, saying she'll explain the truth. See, you baby, you too in it. I ain't invested like that. I ain't invested. Keys ain't dramatic to me. I like them. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to like them. I like them. I don't know Nina. Don't care to go find her and see what's going on over there with her. Don't care at all. I'm focused on Miss Parker's channel. Moving right along. Okay, in my Kimmy voice, moving right along. So no, you cannot be gas man. I'm not adding anymore. No, no. Stay. This ain't no more 3 sector shit. Okay. She said, "Why watch who you don't like? That's weird to me, but that's just me, girl. People do. You see, people do, right? So Carlos goes to court. He's with the state, and I'm confused as a motherfucker why he's for the state. Cause he's talking about, yeah, them witnesses are lying. Knowing they ain't lying. Hell, we watched what we could see. We didn't get to see everything. She said that's why I don't roll with everybody, okay? Just Jay said, Key's okay, I just don't like the jokes. Everybody, yeah, and I get it. I get it. He comes out of court, says all the witnesses are lying and stuff like that. So I'm confused. I'm confused about why he's for the state. Cause his baby mama's no longer here. Then this what gets me. All the people are lying. He okay with what Holly did. Thank you, Lisa, for getting your green jacket. Thank you so much. He cool. Thank you, Time Warp Sis. Thank you. He cool with Holly lying. He's 10 toes down with Holly lying. Taking Romeca up out of her. I'm watching it. Nobody got to tell me, I'm watching it myself. Then he gets on there and gets to showing pictures of Romeca like reminiscing. I'm not Mo 3 sector. I just be nosy. Okay? Carlos out for self, period. Yes. He is. He definitely is out for self. Yeah, he got the reminiscing. About a week or two ago, and I'm going, is this it? I mean, when I say it be some sick people in the world, because he might not be sick to everybody in the world, but for me. But for me. You don't get to lie and then reminisce at the same time. You don't get to lie and put out pictures of the girl bad shit. Pictures of her with a plank in her hand and all of these videos of back way back when y'all was going through y'all shit, and then here we go. Right after that is pictures, miss me pictures, reminiscing on the love that we had. Y'all get what I'm saying? How? Is that mental? Like, you know what I'm saying? It does. It really does, that young. What up, QaDree? What up? QaDree coming here with the eyes, okay? And shout out to you for getting back to me, QaDree. Thank you. I asked QaDree on the phone. I just want to put this out there. I said, QaDree, you was Team Holly at the beginning. What changed your mind? Because QaDree came on the scene vocal. And y'all know with these cases, people are coming out from both sides. Both sides. And I ain't judging him. Because he was once his friend. And I ain't lying. I ain't gonna defend my friend to that extent, but I'm a woman. We all think different. Men and women don't think the same. Okay, Big Ass Man, they can drop your link. Big Ass Man, I'm ready to get you up out of here. You distracting me. Get on the topic now. Just sit back and relax with your weed. Get your weed now. Know you got a blunt right there. Know you got a big ass bag or something. Real good. Roll your shit. Y'all drop Big Ass Man's link. I said, what changed your mind? And he said, after information start coming out, and he said after Carlos and Holly was telling him something different. Basically pushing it in his head. Something different. And people choose to stick to that versus I'm gonna pay attention to what he said. I'm gonna listen to his ass. And I'm gonna start writing. Yeah, I'm gonna start writing on my little paper. And I know that he's a narcissist. I know that he used his friend at the time, like he used the women against each other. QaDree wasn't gonna be exempt. They was putting a story together. They needed as many people that could get on board with them that was close to them at that time. Yeah. And boy, QaDree, you was a pawn on his chessboard. Just like Romeca and Holly was pawns. And those other women that he messes with are pawns. And then he runs around and plays like a victim. That's crazy. Those sad puppy dog faces, they make my stomach hurt. They make my ass itch. Hey, Miss Patty, ma'am, what's going on? She said Carlos is a narc and everything he does is to make him look innocent. Yes, Jay. She said, QaDree, have you looked into the witness protection or no? Because you haven't responded to me. You might not want to hear this. Should he be responding to you the way your ass be on? Girl, you be on 1,000. Shit. Why you think he uses that boy for content? As content creators, I hit QaDree up. QaDree is gonna bring great content to any content creators channels. We'll be a fool not to reach out to him because he's been very boisterous. He's been very boisterous about a lot of stuff. So it makes somebody interested in what he's gonna say. Because we know he knows something. So any content creator will be a fool not to want to talk to people that's involved in these cases or that comes out and say something. I want to, and I'm not calling content creators a fool, but I want to talk to them. Tommy said, I got some questions for QaDree. He's in the chat. Be respectful. You know what I'm saying? Please be respectful. And y'all great make me pull off this wig. Like I said, moderators, after today, if it's bullshit in the chat that we are not, we ain't never did, get it gone. It's okay. After today. Okay? I don't want to hear about the other content creators after today. If I ain't bringing it up, what I seen them playing their videos and dropping their links, I don't care to hear about it. Okay? I don't give a fuck. One more time, I don't care. I only care about what I'm talking about. I don't understand what's hard right now. I be so respectful to everybody. I do. But if they do talk mess on him and he keeps going back, you may not want to hear this. It be on QaDree, it be on Q. You may not like it. You get what I'm saying? So hit him up and say, hey, QaDree, stop letting people treat you like that. If you solely feel that way. That's what I hit him up for, his questions. And he replied back to me and talked to me about some. Because I didn't want to get him up here and or whatever. And it's certain things he can't talk about and can't say. You know what I'm saying? Or put him in a situation. Cause I don't want to mess up this case. I've done it. I put stuff out there I ain't got no business. This year I said I wasn't doing it. I ain't got no reason to talk about him because I don't know him. And I said this year I ain't judging nobody. I'm just basically going off of facts. I don't have no problem with QaDree at all. None. God got me. That's why God got me right here in my own yard. And if I invite you to my yard, it's gonna be respectful. That's it. That's all. Everybody else's name, keep it out of here. Keep it away from me. Please, respectfully. If they use me, they use them. I don't care. Ain't got nothing to do with me. Nothing nobody else talks about got nothing to do with me and how I'm doing things here. Tommy said he want to talk to you, QaDree. QaDree was in the chat with eyes. He might still be here. I don't know. I don't know. Moderators, do your job, please. Respectfully. Anyways, jeez, that's crazy when you gotta stop a show to kind of put that shit down. Are we too old for this shit? We be too old for some of the shit I see, and I know I ain't gotta look at y'all in the chat to kind of know y'all age to be knowing this shit is crazy. This shit is so childish, and it's almost mental. I got my own mental shit going on, y'all. To be going, are you okay? Like, even just say that. Like, are people okay? I see that it's not. I ain't invested in nobody else's life but my own. Unless somebody come in here and it's they in a domestic dispute, can't get out of it. Something's wrong with them. Personally. Them. I'm not invested anymore. That shit dead. When I first got on YouTube, I was just as invested. I ain't invested like that no more. Sorry. Some people be on her too being too invested in shit that ain't got nothing to do with them. So when that content creator turns off their live, y'all still thinking about that content creator. That shit's wild. Y'all ready to pick up the phone or be in somebody's inbox. That shit's crazy. I'm not invested like that. Sorry. So tomorrow, no names of content creators. If I drop the links, that's it. Moderators, do your jobs, or I'll remove your stick and do it for myself. That's just it. That's where my 2026 is. I don't want to hear I missed it or nothing. That's the moderator's job. When I go in chats, when I moderate in blue, that's my job. Now, back to the commentary. I think Carlos gonna throw the case. I do. I think on behalf of Holly, Carlos is gonna hey young, you fine, baby. You fine. You fine. You been rocking and rolling, you been fine. You ain't never been on it. People do shit on purpose, hey young. People will sit around people that'll talk about you in they chat and come right over and say their name just so they'll see your reaction or see if you will say, I don't watch them, and then they'll run back over there and say some shit or tell a lie. I watch so many subscribers tell lies, it's crazy. I'm like, that shit's weird. Motherfucker's weird. That's what I say to Shank. That motherfucker's weird. We screenshot that motherfucker weird and be right over here like, hey girl, I don't give a fuck. I don't. Carlos gonna throw that case for Holly. Carlos, how do you be a state? How do you be a? There you go. You may not want to hear this. I don't care what they do. If they do it, they do it. I don't care, baby. I don't care what they do. Carlos is a. I'm just asking, is it something doing in court where the witnesses? Because I'm seeing it in other cases where the state got people on there. The state got people on they side and they actually sound like they for the defense. Because Carlos is saying the people for the state is telling lies. Is he on the wrong side or what? Am I tripping? Is Carlos on the wrong side? Should he not be for the defense? Could this mess up the case? Because now Tia Ewing is saying she did one on the 8th. That was when Holly went to court. Of course, she goes to court. And her defense was working double overtime, y'all. When I say the bitch was working double overtime, she was working double overtime to get Holly up out of there. Denied. Capricorn said Carlos is on his own side, so Carlos needs something else. Hey, Pretty Chucker, what's going on? Drop your link, Pretty Chucker. Capricorn said, nah, Carlos on his own side, baby. Thank you, Belinda, sis. Do y'all feel like Capricorn Carlos is on his own side? He ain't even on Holly's side. I told sis Carlos on his own side. You did. Carlos on his own side. He's a word moving character. I will say that. Like, it ain't too much. Even if let's say we know what happened to Romeca, but I could kind of look at him and just be like, mm. She said Carlos is only thinking about Carlos. I want to take y'all to something that Tia Ewing said real quick. Yeah, he's only thinking about himself. Carlos gonna be for himself. And he should be a co-defendant. Yeah, that's what I said. She said they just catching car holes up for his case next. Carlos may take a plea. Why would Carlos take a plea? I thought they said he was innocent. He ain't do nothing. Why they ain't got him? He's gonna be his own lawyer. I could see Tracy on you. I swear, I could see him doing it. I could see him, honestly, I could see him doing it. This is what Carlos had to say. Let's get to what Carlos had to say first. Then we'll get to what Tia you want to say.
Interviewed him before. He's at the center of a case that has devastated two families. Today, a judge heard arguments over whether the woman accused of pulling the trigger should remain behind bars and ultimately made a decision. Smith shares a child with Romeca Blackman, the 31-year-old mother who was shot and killed, and with Holly Johnson, QaDree Holly Johnson, the woman now charged in Blackman's death. Prosecutors say Johnson shot Blackman during a confrontation in Chicago's South Loop on September 8th last year. Johnson, who was licensed to carry a firearm, has claimed that she feared for her life. In court today, Johnson's attorney argued for her release, but documents show that motion was denied. The defense outlined evidence they say contradicts the state's version of events, including 911 audio recordings and surveillance video. The defense also challenged the credibility of the state's key witness. We also heard again from Smith, who disputed claims made by prosecutors, including allegations that he fist bumped Johnson after the shooting and physically assaulted the victim seconds before she was killed.
I'm just tired of the lies and everything, but what they said I did. I know for a fact it wasn't true. I didn't headlock her, I didn't beat her with the door. I only try to diffuse the situation. They keep deflecting away from that. Man.
If you try to diffuse the situation, as strong as you are, we see you working out. Wait. I sound like one of them urbies, didn't I? Talking about that follow line. That's why I said I couldn't be with an urban. Nothing against them, but Wait a minute. You only try to diffuse the situation. You only try to diffuse the situation. They said you was only diffusing one, and that was Romeca. You was holding her. See, that's even in a real fight. I don't care what y'all say. Don't hold me and not hold the other one. Then you might as well leave it alone. Don't grab me and ain't nobody here to diffuse her. Because she seemed more of the aggressor. Anyway, per her text and her post. Because I ain't see Romeca saying anything about taking a life. I ain't never seen Romeca. Romeca came out of a dark situation. I could tell by her post that she was finally opening her eyes to seeing that he wasn't no good for her. And that she had so much more to live for. Her nursing career, her son. Yeah, when we in a relationship, we all gonna post shit about our relationship. Hell, I done did it. It's on there. I ain't never take shit down. It's still there. When I get in my feelings, I post little things. That's part of it. But I ain't saying nothing about unaliving the other person. She been feeling this way. She was very jealous and vindictive. She was. It was there. All them I would never ever's and all of that. You did. It's the hypocrisy for me. It shows the jealousy. Sometimes as women, we can show another woman we pressed. I got one now that shows me how pressed she is. She's a Holly. I got a Holly situation going on right now. And it's crazy. Because I see it. I can see where the build up and some more come from. I'm going to actually start posting her stuff. I'm going to start putting it on my community wire. Every time she posts, wake up and post about us. Doing something to us when she go live. Trying to do bottling. I ain't going to do nothing. What you want to do? God damn, like what the fuck is happening? I don't know you for real in real life. Shit's weird. But a threat's a threat. I'm learning from Holly and Romeca's case that a threat's a threat. Regardless how this bitch is trying to put it to her people, I'm seeing it. Hey, Shy, what's going on? Hey, Nay. Be careful, Miss Parker. Those type of people are dangerous. She's very dangerous. Carlos set Holly up because he needed a way out. You think he needed a way out? Because they said allegedly he do got another baby on the way, not just by Holly. So why pull a pew poo? Why not just throw hands and walk away? He was mad because he was over. Hey, thankful. What's going on? Happy Monday, sister. You too. They shouldn't have been nowhere near the baby school because Holly's child do not attend that school. They knew exactly what the plans was. Yes, I guess slamming Meeks in between the car door was trying to defuse. Absolutely. Having in the headlock. We know what a headlock looked like. It was so many. Because how you got one, make it make sense. It was so many ways if he was really trying to defuse. As he said, he could have left. They were supposed to got in the car and left. Now, I don't watch that person. You may not want to hear this. Why did he bring Holly there? Yep. She said that's all he keeps saying. Yep. They trying to catch Carlos in his lies because he signed some papers. Miss Parker won't be long before they come and get him. What up, Tasha Briscoe, baby? Yusef said, hello, everyone. The feds is going to get him. You feel like the feds is going to step in, Yusef? Popping in her face showed jealousy as well. I was just finna say that kind of sound like your problem. Yeah. I think the state want him to switch up on Holly, but may grant him immunity if he is charged later. If he talks or tells that Holly's just an assumption, I'm a probation officer. We see a lot. Okay, Nay. It sounding, Nay. It could be it. Do y'all think that they may grant him immunity to flip on Holly? To say, yeah, this is what it is. This is what it ain't. She said, I'm a probation officer and I see a lot. She said, I just don't know why she felt the need to take away a mother from her child. And she's a mother herself. She been having them feelings. He not even claiming his baby Holly pregnant with him. He ain't, what you mean he ain't claiming it? Timing is everything. And then being there at the time on the first day of school by the school. Yeah, just Jay. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. 80s baby, 80s blessed. Welcome, sis. Happy Monday. She said, not sure, but just thinking because I see it in court. So I get it, Nate. Thank you for that. She said, possibly. She said, if I'm scared for my life, do you really think I'm going to show up where that person? Come on, make it make sense. And that's the fact that show you what his agenda was. He knew what it was. He knew Holly didn't like her. He knew she couldn't stand her. I'm waiting that child endangerment charge on her. That I know. And being close to a school, Jay. Being so close to that school, anybody could have been walking their kids to school later. A kid could have been walking. Y'all know bullets don't have no eyes. She said for one, being by the school, and two, being in front of her child. Exactly. He said it wasn't his. Shut up. I didn't know that, TT. Shit. He might be setting up. He said it what he is. I didn't like how he played both women for this situation to get like this. This tragedy could have been avoided. I think so. You may not want to hear this. I'm waiting to hear back from her. I know she's got so much going on with protesting and let me get this video back, y'all, so we can finish sharing these lives.
What I did made what they said I did made it sound harsh, and I didn't do that. So we need justice. We need justice to be served too, the truth, and they keep deflecting from it.
He said, listen to what he said. He said, they making it seem like what I did. You already told it. See, you talk too much. You talk too much. Want to be in front of the camera and try to get ahead of shit. He talked too much. She said he did say that. She said Carlos is definitely up for grabs. They're coming for him next. She said if he couldn't have Meeks, he wasn't going to let someone. Yeah, absolutely not. And he hyped Holly up to do his dirty work. Yeah, I heard him. He said the timing was off. Shut up. Holly. Holly. That's crazy. That the man that you love set you up so clean. And here you are, done took her life and went and screwed somebody else, got pregnant. Carlos ain't even claiming your baby. He's telling, but he ain't. This is crazy work. How it feel to be locked up? I really want her auntie to ask her this. How it feel to be locked up over a man that you like to pillow talk with? Because she looks like a pillow talker bitch. She look like she likes that type of shit. She look like she likes that type of shit. I'm sorry. She looks dirty anyway. I don't care how much money she came from. She looks dirty. You know what I'm saying? Anytime you got to put on the next bitch's drawers and clothes, baby, you's filthy. You's a filthy little animal. You filthy animal. You's a filthy animal. I ain't doing it. And I tell y'all what, it'd be our first domestic violence case right there. Who? Y'all think I won't stick somebody I ain't even gonna think? Just off the strength of him asking me that make me think a lot of stuff go through my head so fast, I'll stick his ass. I ain't gonna hold y'all. What? That's how my brain work. I don't know about y'all. He go asking you pulling out her clothes and get to talk to you about her and her put on her clothes. Who? She stayed on his mind, Holly. If you get with a man today and he talking about his ex, who? I never said I was Dr. Phil. I never said I wanted to chill with you for none of that. I didn't come over here for you to vent. You didn't say come over here so we could talk or you was gonna talk about her. I'm not talking about nobody. Holly, you filthy animal. You wanted to hear about Romeca. See, that way you can start doing like she's doing. Do things she do. And his old twinkle toe ass. That should let you know. Cause ain't no real man going, Cause see, a real man don't, let me tell you something about a real cheating ass man. He don't want you to know his business. He gonna keep you far away from the other ones as much as possible. That's why you gotta sneak around and do this. Try to put his phone back the way you found it and some more. Okay, all right. Can't wait for him to get up, go bathroom. Hope he leave his phone so you can go through some shit. Man, say. But you made him so comfortable. You made him one of the girls. He was probably chewing gum every time he talked to you about Romeca. And look, you know she over. You missed those red flags that you made him one of the girls. You let the inner him come out the other side. That's all it is. That's all it is. When your man gossip like that, he's one of the girls. Because that's what we do. We sit around and we gossip. That's why Shank don't be knowing. I have to put him on game when I get into some shit. Because he don't know. I don't tell him. I talk to the girls. Y'all think Shank ever sat in here and told me about an ex? He better not. Now we putting our shit on the table. When we first got together, putting shit on the table, that's not gossiping about his past relationships. That's putting everything on the table. That's what we did. But to come from another one's house and think he's great to tell me anything, I'm out of here. And I might hit him in his mouth. I'd be lying if I tell you I didn't have those thoughts. I might. But he said, yeah, they trying to make what I did so bad and then say, but they lying on me. I didn't do it. Which one is it? You just, see, you won't talk. Yeah, the little girl in you coming out of you. Shut the fuck up. Let the people do their job. You say you didn't do it, sit back. She said, I'm surprised Tubi ain't came out with a movie yet. And just as a bootleg as Holly, they can't come out with it yet because it's too fresh. I think where everything is, you know what I'm saying? Miss Parker, we all have those thoughts. A real man would hurt enough to make them get a yeah. Cause you messing up. Cause if you pillow talking, you messing up my visitations and stuff. Now you want to be around. Come on, man. Nope. He walks in the door and I say, let me see your phone. And the day he gives it up, no problem. I say, give me the other one. That's what I'm saying. I wish a nigga would sit up with me and pillow talk. Mm-hmm. She said, a real man ain't gonna do that, Miss Parker. She said, pretty Miss Parker. Romeca put that stain on his brain. She was done with him after she found out his dark secrets. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Did y'all see the look on his boy's face in the interview when he said he didn't do anything the witness say he did to Meeks? His boy's face expression was like, you lying. She said, me and Q did talk about the LGBT Q guy that came out and put the information out about him and Carlos's relationship and stuff like that. And that's kind of, I think, was the fallout with him and Q. I'm not sure. I don't want to lie on Q and say that's what it was, but we did talk about that and stuff like that. And I didn't get to get the video. I told Q I couldn't get the screenshot. I didn't get to get the screenshot. When I went back, it was gone. So I don't know if it was there or not, but the guy's brother, the family members told him Carlos was going through enough to take it down. But the guy did come forward and say that y'all was an item. Oh, baby. It's a video of everyone at the grandma house playing cards for money with 6 knot 5 pew pew sitting on the side. I guess they can't bring them to the table because someone might get upset. She said, "Yep, Yusuf, yes." What? Like what? Nay, what? Yusuf, what? Candy, come on now. I don't want to hear shit about your old bitch. Next, Bush is our new bitch. Period. He was definitely putting a battery. Hey, such a Virgo, baby. Hey. A woman can hide her cheating for years. Shit, men can too. Shit, don't think a man can't. We just know they get a little sloppy, but shit, we don't seen. I don't seen so many stories of men living double lives, married over her, and stuff like that. She said, "Well, in time past, I've woken up with the man in my bed crying because it was the anniversary of his ex passing." That's different. Now that's different, Nay. I can see emotions still being there. Just because somebody passes doesn't mean nobody's entitled to move forward in their life. That they have to stay stuck there. You know what I'm saying? Because I've already talked to Shank about that too, Nay. I said if something happens to me with this breast cancer or anything, I would want him to be happy. I wouldn't want him to feel like he has to have a time limit on moving on. You get what I'm saying? I just don't want him. He's a good man. You know what I'm saying? And he deserves to be happy. Not a conversation I was okay with, but I understood what's going on with me and what is just right in life, you know? I thought he had a lawyer, so I'm sure they told him to shut up. So why he talking so damn much? Romeca must have not had animosity against Holly. She let her son go with them to dinner. Because that's the narrative. They're going to push narratives. But I love the relationships that I don't even feel like I have to ask for the phone. And I get that 298 shit. My ass is crazy, y'all. I'm going through some shit. Not that it's happening and shit like that. I ain't went through his phone or whatever. I ain't saying in the beginning I didn't. I'd be lying to y'all. I have, you know what I'm saying? Due to some stuff. But that was just me, you know what I'm saying? Being in that kind of relationship and stuff, prior to being in not having somebody trust issues was still shot and not giving myself enough time to heal from those relationships. What up, Hankin TV? Y'all drop Hankin TV's link. Shout out to you, Hankin. Happy Monday. She said, and the grandma was at the table with all the pew pews there too. That's why I don't believe Romeca called her. If I have to look through your phone, I don't want to be with you. Shit, I did that young. I'm still here. Just saying. I be lying to y'all. I ain't getting on here lying to y'all about a fuck thing. And I still love her. I went through that phone though. Yes, I did. Child. Let me play this other one, y'all. Let me play this other video. But that's just my truth of it. You know what I'm saying? That's just my truth of it. Let's hear what Tia Ewan had to say.
Thank you so much for tuning in.
Hell yeah, I did. I took a peek. A glance.
Hi. Yes. Yes, why? Okay, will do. Thank you.
Everybody calling me the
Sorry,
blender.
talking in
Shit.
my ear. How are you guys doing today?
I went through that.
No,
Bitch.
you're okay. I'm just on live, so they're probably thinking I'm talking to myself.
And they said this is my thing too. I want to ask you guys this. With let me pause it.
All right.
It's
I
a
just wanted to
scene.
bring you guys in because
When they said they have plenty of surveillance video and stuff of why they not letting Holly out and stuff like that, do y'all think? Tell me how many people think that on down the line Carlos will be getting charged, or do y'all think that they will give him immunity? How many of y'all think he's getting immunity? And how many of y'all think that they will charge him down the line? In regards to this case, I have no profiler, but Carlos scares me, and the fact that these two women never met in person, it do speak volumes. They do. She said, Nene said I was wrong. You broke me. Ah, tee. Okay. She said going through them phones is dangerous. Yeah. And it put a strain on our relationship. It did in the beginning. It really did. But I went through there. I went through there. Mm-hmm. Let me tell y'all something too about women. Our women are not gonna come on here and be honest about shit that they've done. I do because I want it to be a life lesson. And a life lesson for me to not want to put myself through that or put another person through that, through my insecurities and stuff like that, stuff I've been through in my past. That's why I think some charges will be against him as well. Holly, just from what I'm able to gag, she seems to be a product of her environment. I believe that. She seems to be trying to make herself, hey Betty, what's going on? She seems to feel like she's bigger than the program. You get what I'm saying? Hey Simply, what's going on, sis? Thank you. I think he will be charged on down the line. I believe he will be charged, okay? I think he's going to do what he needs to do to stay out of jail. He's a 5-time felon. She said, I forgave my husband 31 years ago so much until enough was enough. Respect for me when I was not around was what made me end the marriage. Okay, Radiant? I appreciate that. I appreciate that transparency, okay? I think he's getting charged unless he throws Holly under the bus. How many of y'all think he gonna throw Holly under the bus? Yvette said charged. She said think he will be charged. I'm sure there will be surveillancing him also. I hope so, Venetia. Holly gonna be on the episode for the yeah. She's there. Tasha, she's there, baby. I trust nobody but God. So yes, I looked in his phone. Let's go, Belinda. Last time I went through a phone, I lost 30 pounds. Baby, you heard me. I think I gained 30. You lost 30, I gained your 30. The fuck? I think they're working behind the scenes to get Holly and Carlos to turn on each other. Why you feel like that, Nene? Hey girl, what's going on, sister? Why you feel like that, Nene? Why you think they playing them behind the scenes? Natty said, I do. Shit, I'm proud that I love like a dog, my life lesson for all the youngins. Okay? She said, I made it alive around this beach. Okay, Tracy Young. I had went through the phone before. I was looking for T-Mobile. Mm-hmm. I was looking for boosts. I used to go through my BD phone so much when he was younger. He started hiding it in his shoes when he was asleep. I found it. Hell yeah. Because I know my hiding spots was vents, especially the vent on the floor. You know what I'm saying? I would put like an extra board with a hole in it, but just so it could hold my phone, my shoes, shoe boxes, you know what I'm saying, underneath the shoe, and stuff. Underneath, not too far under the washer and dry, I would slide it. In there, I had a lot of spots. You know what I'm saying? A lot of spots on top of the bathroom cabinet and stuff. Cause who gonna think to look way up there under the cabinet and in the kitchen? You know what I'm saying? On top, right way at the top. That's why I got my little ladder for. She said, "Your live from yesterday really moved me to be honest and transparent about myself and the woman as a woman. Thank you already, and thank you, girl. I appreciate that. I think he would be charged, but if he gets immunity, the feds gonna get him for the allegedly cards. Yup, I forgot about those, Yusef. I forgot about the card scams. Lap like a dog, not love like a dog, but at least four-legged dogs are loyal. Sorry, using text to speech. It's okay." She said, "Not the vent." Yeah, yeah, the vent. You got to think outside the box. I think Holly's attorney is getting her to tell something on Carlos so she don't go back down. Cause she's working real. She worked, and didn't she say something about Carlos? Didn't Holly attorney recently say something about Carlos? I used to say, "Babe, can I use your phone for a minute?" Mine's dead. Good one, Belinda. That was the main one. Because they always say, the first thing they say is, "Why you ain't using your phone?" I think immunity, the state does like to use that method a lot. And with him being a 5-time felon, he wants to stay out. I've had people that's been married 20 years turn on each other in court. Let's go. I swear, like I was working for the Geek Squad a bit. That turn on that phone on that screen kills me, baby, with that bright ass light. And now these phones, I hate iPhones. I see I'm still team Android. But one thing about me, Shane know my codes. I tell him go through it all the time. 122477. You know what I'm saying? Go through there. You know what I'm saying? Get that number out. You know what I'm saying? Go look at this. He goes to my phone. I leave my phone in here with him. It's not a thing for me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got shit to hide. You know, I ain't doing nothing but sitting here getting old. That's it. He had to get creative, baby, because if I want to get, yeah. Now they putting their toenails as the they toe print as the getting their phone and shit. Man, say at one point in my life I did look through my BD phone, but my other exes I didn't have to do that. They was clingy as fuck and couldn't do nothing. Okay, Holly and Carlos needs to go down as well. Hope they don't offer a deal for him to tell on Holly. That's what I was thinking, Lola. They was gonna offer him a deal. Yeah, between the washing machine and dryer, I don't play them games no more. Swear. Nene, I agree. They like him doing these interviews because somebody. She said for my man Brand, you hear me? Her attorney denied access to let Carlos in. Shut up. Why y'all think they denied him? Yeah, they be using their big toes and shit down. Why do y'all think that the defense she seemed like she's a nasty piece of work too. Why y'all think she kept him mad at her? Y'all think it was cause he was, what I'm saying, Holly seeing him was making her change her story of yes, Virgo, baby. He ruined everyone's life, even his own. That's crazy. It is crazy, Yusef. He did. That's the crazy part that he ain't even, I don't even think he's realized yet. Like, their life's not ruined. Your life's ruined too. Case take time. They build up on the presidents of each other. The judge has already shown this thing, quoting the fist bump, that shows, yeah, it is true, Nene. Yeah, that's how me and my guy is, because you better leave that phone right here while you go piss. Yeah, we look at all of that. I use even have face identification, regular 4-digit pals. I don't got time for all of that. Yeah. Just from my life experience, even in the justice system, their front room conversations and backroom conversations, I think they're still surveilling and persuading behind the scenes. Me too, Miss Park. I tell my fiance the same thing. I need him to know Okay, yeah, that's true. Carlos want to know how much the DA knows so he can play his cards right. And this could be too. Do y'all think that Holly's defense is gonna make her turn on him and say that Carlos played his part and will come back and tell her stuff? It was for my man, my man, my man. He made me. He was telling me that she was doing all of this crazy stuff, and to go look at her social media pages, look at her posts, do this, do that. Do y'all think that Holly's gonna turn on Carlos? She said the judge said, "Damn, that's crazy." When the judge, when the judge say you, Carlos, baby, you in bad shape. As Aunt D would say, you in bad shape. Now, if the judge said your ass ain't no credible witness, that's horrible. That's bad when strangers see us in that kind of light, dog. It's crazy. That's sick and sad for real. No shit. At my big age, I ain't checking no phones if I can't trust you by. Um, a fist bump. What the hell? Yeah, they need to go down. Yeah, Lola, they do. He wouldn't lie saying they won't let me see my son. Yeah, when he was fighting with the social workers and stuff. I believe so, A Young. They sure took his passport immediately to make sure he don't leave the country. That says a lot to me, surrendering a passport. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And Dune, yeah, I believe that. I believe they're trying to get them to turn on each other. Mm-hmm. To save face, yes, because he's going next. Because the fact that they ain't even let him see the kids speak volumes. He was even asking for people to hit his cat. I know you telling a lie to me. I I know he better. Oh, he better get back on them CPN scams. Who? Not hit the cat. Hit his cash app for what? Anybody hitting cash apps, it should be to his kids. That should go strictly to his kids. The wise woman in my life told, if you feel like you need to go through the phone, something's going on. A woman's intuition is strong. Mm-hmm. Didn't they arrest him at one point? I ain't never know he was. I know he got locked up for the fight. She said that's why he been crying. She said, yeah, it do speak volumes. Mm-hmm. If her attorney doing a job, it would be smart to get her to tell. It would. Let's get Tia Ewing back on her, y'all.
I want to be clear. Let's start out with saying this, that in this whole situation, it has been a tragedy for both families. Whomever is now left to raise, while Holly is in jail, her child that is out in the world without their mom. And obviously she has a baby in the room. Sadly, Romeca Blackman's son.
And it is two kids left out here suffering without mothers. Romeca will never see her son again. He will never see her. And the way it's looking, Holly will never see her child again. And that child will never see their mother. So regardless how the world feels about this situation, the kids is the ultimate focus here in justice. You know what I'm saying? It is sad. This is so sad. This is so sad. Mm, 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 mm. She said, hey, Young, they just detained him because Meek's family was beating his ass outside the court. He's a felon, dude. He even possessed. I'm trying to understand when they said he had a passport. Hell, I didn't know you can get one with a felony. And he's a 5-time felon. Something's not right. You got a felony. I was told that I couldn't get a passport a few years ago before my mama passed because of child support. My child support wasn't caught up. And even though I caught it up, it still was a felony. It was a felony from when my mama got the kids and all the years she was getting medical and stuff for the kids that accumulated. And then when they put it on you, you like, what? You get what I'm saying? Like, what? She said, yes, I think they're waiting for her to wake up. When she does, she's going to turn. My mother's keeper said, facts. Why they outside Nicole doing an interview? Mm-hmm. It's a very sad situation. I feel sorry for both of them babies. Me too. absolutely said Holly would have to explain to her son why she took the life of his brother's. And and we have to think about social media being around to hey Nika Boo, hey love bug. We have to think about social media being around for when Amir grows up. And we know that Amir is around some lovely, beautiful people, but you never know who can get in kids' ears by that time and have him angry at his little brother and stuff like that, and that be a rift. You know what I'm saying? So, and Carlos right now is not being a good role model for these gentlemen, for these young men. Um, he's just not. He's too busy trying to clear his name versus showing me the a father figure. And y'all got to stop thinking buying Jordans and shit is apparently that's something that's supposed to happen. Jordans do not make you a good father, okay? When the fuck? Like, what the? Is this a new generation? Like, somebody can get on and show Jordan, I take care of mine. Whatever I get, when I get mine, I get theirs. And they like, yeah, you always get their shoes. You always make sure he fly, he fresh. Those things are supposed to happen. When the kids are supposed to walk around naked, I be so confused. I can go buy my grandkids all the new the way make me a good grandmother. No. I'm the grandmother on the phone though. Ordering books, checking on my granddaughter's reading. What's her level now? Show me, get the teacher to write a note so I can see it. Versus buying something I want to buy them versus buying something that they need, and that's a book right now for me, for mine. But buying that don't mean I'm the best granny in the world. Yeah, I just think this generation is so backwards, and this is why we're losing. This is why we're losing. I never seen nothing like this shit in my life where Jordans make you a good fucking parent. It doesn't. She said unless it's a different for different states, but when I got mine, I was actively on probation. As long as I didn't owe taxes, student loans, or child support, I can get my passport. Okay. Okay, Nika said you can. She said I was actively on probation as long as I didn't owe taxes, student loans, or child support. That's how they got me, was the child support. I was like, fuck. I think Romeca's family will let Lil O see his brother. It's gonna be hard though, because they're very harsh people. Yeah, they really gotta change their ways. Yeah, Yusef, I agree. I wouldn't. Right now, no. In the future, I would consider, but not right now. Yeah, if I was Romeca's mother and family, mm-mm. She said, not rewarding or praising a man for something that he's supposed to provide. Exactly. How about spend time with your kids, teach them? Right. He put this video with Jordans and stuff, and just all these likes and shit was on there, and it was just crazy what we like in the world, the shit that we like. But that's a different generation than me. I'm a '70s baby. That shit dead to me. That shit's weird, and I ain't applied it. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, you got some shoes. Ain't we supposed to buy shoes and clothes for the kids? Oh, okay. The fuck? Does anybody believe he sacrificed her? Oh, Tracy on TC said, come on now, okay? She said everybody wants their kids to look neat and clean, but now they may make you feel that it has to be. Yes, girl. Who? I'm going to Walmart get them some granimals. Y'all think I'm gonna get a Nike outfit on for my grandkid and some Jordans for Niche to take them to the park, and that shit be who? Girl, get him some Spider-Man light ups. I get Do-Man, his little Spider-Man outfits, baby. Go ahead, run. Go on, light the park up, baby. I ain't studying it. Who? She said that was a very sad case. It is. What up, Terry? Y'all make sure y'all drop Terry's link, please. Drop Terry's link for me. She said, want to be rewarded for shit they supposed. Man, a child, TT is crazy. Shay said that part. She said, see how pick me behavior supports abusive men's behavior, and picks me don't even know it. He manipulated this whole thing behind the scenes and the baby stuff. Yeah. It's just this new generation. Like, women just thinking because he take you on a trip and shit. Is we sitting down together putting a plan together, building together, buying land, and you know what I'm saying? Building generational wealth. That's when I'm brag on my man. That's when I'm come out here and brag on my man. Longevity shit. You get what I'm saying? So, and he didn't even buy with his money them credit cards, girl. TPNs and shit, girl. Candy, you feel me? They won't be applauding his ass because he ain't gonna be able to make a post when his ass go to jail for them cards. You hear me? DCSF is not letting him see either son, not the family, because it's an ongoing case. She said, "Trust me, Miss Park. I learned the hard way that clothes and shoes was not being okay." Nika, swear. She said, "Suffer my daughter, 13, and only name brand she cares about is UGG boots, nothing less." I'm still confused on why he is in charge. That's what I'm saying, Nika. Like I said, Nika. To me, they got him flipping on him. They got them flipping on her. They got Carlos flipping on her. She said, "I just got mine, some light ups and joy." Oh, girl, they loves them. All my kids love them. Nanae's getting to that age. She ain't into shoes. You know what I'm saying? So I try to get a little pink and keep her little shoes simple and stuff like that. But baby, I go to the children's place. You know what I'm saying? Shit, quality stuff when you wash it. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. But girl, you can go to children's place and rack up. And I looks in my email for my constant $10 and $15 and $5 off. And I stays on the 50% and 60% clearance and get that shit. When it's on that 60%, when the winter shit get on 60%, I'm on that bitch. Putting it in my closet for next one. I'm going 2 sizes up. I am. QaDree said, new information to come soon. QaDree, what happened? I just got mine something like she said, what did he have to gain to sacrifice her? Because he don't have nothing that elevated him. That's what he didn't like Shacey too. I noticed Romeca was, if y'all look at Romeca leaving her, and sometimes y'all pain gonna come before the elevation. And when she was writing some of them posts and shit, when Romeca was writing some of them posts, that was that pain. That was all them years of them being together. They was together for years. That shit gonna come out in the end. But I think, like I said, it opened her eyes even more. That's when that baby started getting on her elevation shit. Baby, you can see it in her. You can see it in her. You can see the light in her. Her light wasn't dim. He wasn't there dimming her light. He wanted to take everything from her, even Holly taking her life, because he wasn't in her life to dim her light. Her light was shining, and baby, everybody could see Romeca then. The Romeca he was trying to keep to himself was no more. She was shining like a light. I said, look at her, okay? She said, "Get no damn Jordans, get some stocks and bonds and new." Okay, that's when you brag. She said, "Kids grow so fast, buy them Nikes and Jordans." Girl, Miss Vic, you hear me? She said, "I went too far for my daughters. Don't even let us buy Christmas toys. We have to buy passes to." That's what I told my daughter, Nene. I ain't gonna lie. I told Niche, I said, start going on Disney cruises with the kids and shit. Y'all spend so much. Start doing stuff that y'all ain't never got to do with y'all kids and stuff. You know, and still have mad cash to spur, spending 3,000, 4,000 on Christmas, and they don't even play with half of that shit. Most of the shit. All right, that's right, Miss Parker. I'm the grandma. Let's take a trip. Ain't we simply? Period. He said, new information to come soon. I miss the children's place. Taking care of your child needs over wants. And I even said that too. I said, when I get money, Nate Graham, I'm one of those too. That was my problem with my financial that I'm not doing this year. That was my problem by getting shit that I wanted, not what I needed. And that's what put me in a financial bind and stuff like that. Nobody did it but me. Yeah, they definitely want each other to flip. TJ Maxx is my store, yes. She said, absolutely. And y'all, this one right here on the screen, if y'all ever want somebody to fashion design and put you together, Nika the Empress, hit her up. When I say I've hit Nika up and I want a whole glam makeover, oh my goodness. Nika's got that pantsuit with that shirt with the tight collar, and know how to put a little tie or something to it and look so fashionista and stuff like that at such a low price. Like, She is just everything when it comes to fashion, man. I hit her up. I said, Nika, I need you. I think that Holly's lawyer is trying to get her to tell on Loster Show. I do. I believe she's gonna end up trying to get her to tell. It's gonna be hard for Meek's son to be around his sibling and family, knowing Holly's the reason he will never see his mom is sad as fuck. But I think Holly's mama, I mean Romeca's mama, is such a sweet woman. Tasha, I do. I do. She seems like such a sweet woman that she will look past that. Like she knows that it's not the child's fault. You get what I'm saying? I Yes, she's hurt by what's going on. I think it would take a hell of a conversation from Holly's family. One hell of a conversation. But at the same time, I gotta be honest. All parents ain't looking at their child being wrong. Some parents go hard because that's just their child. Right, wrong, indifference, they're gonna stick with their kid. When I'm that parent, if they ass is wrong, your ass going to jail. Poppy them know not to go fuck with me doing no damn crimes. I'm telling on their ass. They getting the fuck up out of there. They coming to fuck from around me. I love my kids and I'm gonna love them to the death of me. But right is right and wrong is wrong. But all parents don't think like that either. Thank you, Nene. She said Meek was tired. She was. But she, she was saying that in her messages. I think he was jealous of her and Carlos. Yeah, he was a taker. Yes, he wanted all of that. They said QaDree. Hopefully, he said I believe he did. He wanted everything. Carlos was a greedy one. He wanted all of that. He wanted his cake. He wanted his ice cream. He wanted his plate, his spoon, and some more. And any other woman that came along to get in the mess, in the conflict. People believe sacrificing someone or something will bring them money. You don't have to be a rapper. You don't. You don't. You really don't. You right, Tracy. This is why Holly's lawyer keep throwing Los under the bus. She wants. I see that, Yusef. That's why I said that. I think she's really gonna try. You know what I'm saying? You pregnant. You're pregnant, Holly. They are ready to give you life. You could be in here for the next 40 to 50 years to the death of you while he's out there walking, getting people pregnant. And he's why you in this position now. Man, the way she going, I can see it. People think that Jordans are the most expensive shoes when Nikes are up there. Yeah. Put QaDree on the panel. QaDree could come up. QaDree got my link. QaDree's more than welcome to come up here. Let me drop my link. My cousin is friends with Romeca, and she said that Carlos always try to make her feel low. He looked like the type, want somebody big up him with a satchel and a purse and shit on him. You know what I'm saying? Like, your purse can't be cuter than his. He gives me that vibe. Like, I get to seeing that. You gonna scare me to where one of us getting hell up out of here. You want to get the current person. Oh, I got to get you the hell from around me, baby. She was in her glow up and he wasn't going nowhere. She was. What really got to Carlos when she moved on and said she got her egg cracked. Yes, Nick, I'm ready. I'm so ready. Cause me and Shanks got some court dates to come up to. We got really one an epic one in August. You know what I'm saying? We are going to the trial of Tupac, you know what I'm saying? So we're going up to Vegas. I really want to get some pantsuits, Nika, and you show me how to put them together. You know what I'm saying? I want to look presentable when I go to court. She said Fashion Nova. She said raise my hand in class. I want some white up to the shoes and some willies, okay? What up, Brittany Boo? What up, Bookie Boo? She said, hey, my girl, I just came in, but I'm here, okay, Bookie? I ain't never get no Healy. She said, I think Holly was so used to having people support her in every wrong. Yep. You right, Shay. See, that's what it was. Hey, Born a Queen, what it do? Happy Monday, sister. Hell no, I'm not going down. But they not old, but they young. You know what I'm saying? And we know what somebody can do. A narcissist. Shit, grown men are narcissists. It don't stop at a certain age, but just when you young and you ain't got nobody in your ear and you ain't never been in that situation, it's like they raised her off of material shit. It's like Holly, and I don't know for sure, but just my opinion from on the outside looking in, she was raised off materialistic shit. Just, you know what I'm saying? They let money raise their kids versus them raising their kids, you know, because if they didn't, they would know this is wrong in so many ways. And if her mother was a real one, she would have told her auntie, no, don't put that up. Take that down. Stop posting that. Or just stay away from the case altogether. Stay away from the case altogether. I used to take care of my kids and everyone else's kids because I didn't feel right by my kids and their cousin need just as well as name brand. I taught them to share. Me too. That's how I was with my nieces and nephews. I definitely, whatever my kids got for whatever reason, like 4th of July, whatever, they had to have it too. COD showed her that she didn't need a man, not Carlos. Her son was. Oh yeah, yeah. She loved her son unconditionally. She started loving herself. That was Romeca. She started loving herself. Yes, I've done it to my daughter. Yes, ma'am, ain't fitting. I had them people in our life, no business. Your ass going to jail. Yeah. Oh, I tell Poppy that all the time with all them guns he's buying. Yeah, they are registered, but at the same time, you know what I'm saying? That's something I don't want. I don't mind him having a couple. I don't mind him having 5. Anything over that, all that shit is for what? Like you ready to go do something. You want to show off. You got to get the hell out of here on that earth. You know what I'm saying? I don't want nobody looking at my house thinking there's some shit up in her, a pot of gold or nothing. You get what I'm saying? Trying to do nothing to us because you in here packing all these pistols and shit like you ready to go fight somebody in Iraq. Fuck that. I'm cool. Exactly. My cousin had 5 kids and you can't tell her nothing about them kids. She will fight. Yeah, some women will do that. She said, "You make me cry." Her light was so beautiful. Say her name. That bitch better talk and tell it all. Yeah. Okay. All right. You may not want to hear this. I'm about to get off her anyway. I don't know if I got that call from her. Thank you, Nika. Thank you. Let me see if she texted me back out to see if we were still on. So I think I don't know if Samaria might have something going on, like I said, protests and stuff. So if she gets back to me, we'll do it. Yeah, I'm gonna interview Q. I'm gonna pay Q for an interview. I don't see nothing wrong with him. It's his time and stuff like that. I'm gonna pay Q for an interview this week. I'm gonna interview him, and I already got questions. And he said I can ask him anything I want. He said I'm ready to tell it all, and he was pretty cool. I mean, he told me some things over the phone, but I want to save it for the interview with Q. You know what I'm saying? I got his information, and we're in contact and stuff like that. So I'm gonna pay him for his interview for his time. He deserves it. Cause if I charge for my time, hey, like it or love it, you pay me. Thank you, Radiant Girl, with my little $3 shirts. I miss my hush puppies, okay? Thank you, Nika, for being a member for 8 months. Thank you, Rhapsody. I think it's gonna take something like another woman with Carlos to make yeah. Q send everybody's number. Yeah, Kaya, thank you. He will. I really want Q here because I think he can bring a big insight to this for me. I don't really want Q for numbers. I don't. So I don't want Q to look at it like I need him for numbers. I don't. But I want Q here to give my people some questions, answer some questions for them and for myself. Because Q has said some things that's very eye opening to the situation, and I know he can. I think Q can really shut Carlos the fuck down if it comes to it. I think they use Q. I do. I think Q was used. I think Q was a pawn on Carlos's chessboard. Everybody that comes into contact with him, I think they're used. Don has something wrong with her own, even with her own kids. What's going on with her kids? They're doing stuff too. They're saying things. Something happened to him when he was coming up. For him to be the way he was, I wonder was his mom abused in the household and got his thinking from somewhere. What you say he doing too much? Hey Don, what it do, Bookie? Happy Monday, baby. That's how my little sister is. I tell her all the time, them kids gonna have her locked up, trying to beat up on everybody. He told me he charged Venetia. Now, I don't know. He told me he charged. He told me he charged. He was like, get it from your chat. And I was like, no, I've never asked my chat for help. If I want to interview, I'll get it on my own. You know what I'm saying? As the content creator, I would never ask y'all to support me to do that. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, I understand. So I talked to him and stuff like that, and he's cool. You know what I'm saying? That's all I want from him is some questions. But and I got some wrote down. I already had questions wrote down, but I will add more to it because now that we've talked and stuff, I may be mistaken. But was Q Team Holly? He was, but he changed. He changed that at Young. Yeah, he changed that, and he told me why. But I want to wait for the interview for y'all to hear it. I think we should hear it together. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to put out what I talked to him about. You know what I'm saying? Until I have him on the panel with me. With you guys, So let me let y'all hear what Carlos said after the court date.
We'll get out here, and
Hold on.
I know for a fact none of that happened. How they just explained it, but my truth will get out here, and I hope everybody understand. That's really it. I can't even say too much right now. Because it's just gonna feel like I'm going against them. They going against me. We just going.
Who? I can't say nothing right now because it's gonna feel like I'm going against them. I'm going against them. If you innocent and you did nothing, what they got to do with them or them? That's your truth. You have to stand in your truth. I can't tell my truth because it's gonna feel like I'm going against them. I'm going against them. No, you don't want to go against Holly because Romeca's no longer her. So you can't put her family in it. You can't put her family in it. Don't try to use your son or anything. You don't want to say anything to make Holly feel like you're switching up on her. You don't want him saying anything. You don't want to say anything because you don't want Holly to feel away and her family to feel away. You could care less about Amir. You could care less. Because if your ass cared for real about whatever it is, you wouldn't even be in the cameras. You wouldn't have been doing all them lives or none of that. You wouldn't have been putting it out there, putting them old videos out about Romeca with that plank or none of all them old videos that you put out and had Q put out. You wouldn't have did none of that. And quit saying sides. People are picking the side of truth and justice. Or we all nanny up. Shoe. I want to hear him. Kaya said, how much do he want? I'll pay him. She said, whole ass. Look, I can't stand his voice. Okay, I would love to see that interview. Yeah, I'm going to interview him this week. We'll probably set it for Friday. Because I got some stuff to do Thursday. I'm going to call Q and set it up for Thursday. We'll be back here with Q Thursday. You know what I'm saying? Truth always comes to light with QaDree. I'm going to change the title. You know what I'm saying? To this after I finish, and then I'll set it up for Thursday because I got some stuff to do Wednesday. I got a lot of stuff to do. I do too much. Trying to go get my hair cut. I got a lot to do. I gotta pack. I gotta my breast cancer journey coming up. I got so much going on, y'all. It's crazy. He's the only one stating the difference. So-called truth, lock his ass up. Yeah, Yusef. I can't say nothing right now because I don't want them thinking. Well, how long's that gonna last? That's gonna be forever with Romeca's family. You can't tell because you don't want Holly to tell that you had that girl in that headlock and you was doing your thing to her too. You was fighting on Romeca too. What you gonna say? You was just standing there? Either one of the two things. Was you standing there or was your ass getting active? How hard is that to, come on, y'all. That's just common sense. Was your ass just standing there allowing this shit to go down, or was your ass getting active? One of the two. One of the two. Venetia, my goodness, facts. Take your time, sis. We gonna be here. Q, you still in the chat? Interview. Can we interview Thursday at 2? If you still watching QaDree. Miss Parker, I'll be a 20-year breast cancer survivor on July 17th. Congratulations, Radiant. I go for my appointment on February the 11th so they can check this mass out and stuff right in and make sure everything's still benign. I'm putting it into existence. It's benign, and stuff like that. You know, all these lumps and bumps, and baby, call me a snitch. I don't care. If I know I'm innocent, I'm not going down for them. Hell yeah. And I ain't waiting. If I ain't do nothing, they can't nobody make him do nothing. They can feel that way, Carlos, that you did something. It's just got to be the feeling. But the longer you trying to hold on to, she said it is benign, okay? The longer you trying to hold on to, yeah, I can't put my truth out there. Shit, if I don't. She said lock his ass up, he going to jail. Carlos is about saving Carlos. He don't care about anybody else. He need yeah. Absolute Tasha, that right there, tell it. Let me take it back so y'all can hear it again with his good selfish ass.
And I know for a fact none of that happened, how they just explained it. But my truth will get out here, and I hope everybody understand. That's really it. I can't even say too much right now, because it's just gonna feel like I'm going against them, they going against me. We just going back and forth. But the truth is going to come out.
Thank you.
Well, let's walk through this. So on September,
and I know for a fact,
child. Oh, if you know for a fact none of that happened, why you caring about who think what? I'm gonna scream my innocence. If I gotta go on the top of a New York skyscraper, I'm gonna get up on the microphone and I'm innocent. I don't give a damn if you don't like it. But he can't do that. He can't do that. Hey, youngster, I'm gonna be whistling like a bird, singing like a canary. If they ain't never heard a canary sing, baby, I'm gonna be the first. He knew Holly had that pew pew. Why grab roll, not Holly? Come on, that's what I said, you Seth. That's why I said, why did you grab her? Because he was getting active. Shit. I would rather tell my truth before anyone else tells it, no matter how others take it. That's what I said, Time Warp. Man, it's just what it is. He ain't got no truth. TT said facts. She said, Carlo, that's why you're not credible. Look at your rap sheet. Yeah. Hold on to, man, can't nobody make me hold on to my truth. You can't. You can't. Shout out to y'all, man. Justice for Romeca. Can y'all drop nothing but pink hearts? Not purple, not red, pink. Baby, this year, please. If somebody say, can you drop a green heart? That's their favorite color. I don't see why people drop red ones like that's the color you like. That's you're not even dropping your color, the color for that person. You really dropping the color you like. Please. She like pink. I be seeing people drop red and green. I'm like, what the fuck? Where that come from? They said drop blue hearts. But I just let me mind my business in this chat and just drop the hearts that the person asks us to drop. Who am I? She said, Carla, that's why you're not credible. Look at your rap sheet. He was the kind of punk that stick to it. If I can't have you, nobody gonna have you, because that girl moved on. She moved on. That's why he had her do it, because his rap sheet was already, yeah. TT, that's what I'm saying. He knew. She fell for it. She fell for it. She fell for it. And she still is. He's out walking. He comfortable. Holly, come here. Come here. Even if it's just on the TV. Carlos is comfortable. He eating real good. He laying up. Mm-hmm. Nice warm sheets and blankets. Mm-hmm. Ain't got to wear them gel sandals. He got good socks on his feet, keeping him warm. You and her pregnant. You knocked up, and they won't let you out. Knocked up, they won't let you out. Sitting around and got knocked up. That's a good one. I'm right going there and play that actually. I'm fixing to go in there and play that. Drink me a little wine. What I'm fixing to do. You done got knocked up and they won't let your ass out. And he out here living his best life. He over here looking like a pound puppy in front of the cameras. But baby, when them cameras is turned off, baby, he's on to the next. That's what narcissists do. She said it was definitely her favorite color. Yeah. Holly down there looking a fool, uncomfortable, back hurting and some more shit. She said all the witnesses said, yeah, they did. And they represent Romeca so good. They did. For her child. For her family. They did. The friend spoke out. I haven't went and quite seen the videos of that, but I'm going to go check that out today while Holly confessing to be vegan now and not eating LO. Hell, because that's what it feel like you're down there eating in jail anyway, Venetia, baby. That shit's vegan. Baby. Baby. L jail food, ayy. It's something about that jail food, baby, especially at mystery meat. Oh, baby, it's going to make her sick in the dog when she really see that. They probably done passed it out already. And mystery meat, that's vegan, I think. I don't know. I've been in jail many times. That's mystery. That mystery meat, that pink. That's everything in the kitchen. Everything in the kitchen from the week. Yeah. She said, oh my goodness, they still ain't locked him up. No, Dom. He definitely got another woman. Yeah, he's comfortable. Good, comfortable house shoes with the bunny on top. He wearing her shit. Like you wore Romeca shit. He wearing your shit. Girl, ain't nobody in there watching him change either. Transform. Baby, Carlos having a day in there with skirts and dresses and purses, baby. He having a good twirling good time. He's gone with the wind fabulous in there. Ain't no shit he ain't got to hide it, baby. He's twirling. All the witnesses said he had on a big, in a bird hug first, and when she almost got out, he had in a hell. That's what I heard. That's what they said. Hey, Demetria, what's going on? She said, you think, sis? Yeah, he's in there twirling like a ballerina. Shit. I know he got a rabbit on the front of his house shoes. You know how our little shoes be cute? When we get the little birds or something that's hanging on the side? Yeah, he got those. He got those. Mm-hmm. Not the mystery meat. Yeah, that's what he doing, Diamond. And they're singing Lionel Richie, oh, what a feeling, dancing on the ceiling. Having ass. That's what he doing with a purse. Who's walking around with pajamas and purses on? Like, baby, what? But you down there in that orange jumpsuit. They only wash once a week. Just think about it. Is it worth it? In my Missy Elliott voice, is it worth it? Laughing my ass off. I can't wait to hear from Q. That man funny as fuck. He gonna have your channel turned. Kaya, you anxious, ain't it? I'm funny myself, Kaya. Kaya trying to give Q my shine. Not. I turn me up, Kaya. Q can turn y'all up. He can't turn me up. She said, stop. Wait a minute. I would never commit a red room for my man. Yusuf, who? Why his ass out, screw whatever. Never, that's insane. She didn't think about it. That's what it was. Yusuf, she really thought she was going to go scot-free. Y'all got to remember, she didn't get locked up for a while after it happened. She really thought her light was great shine. She really thought that Carlos was gonna be able to keep. Man, it was never a light. It was a candle, baby. He had lit on you. You was lighting his fire. You was lighting his fire to his other baby mama. That's it. We got to know the difference, ladies. I'm also driving and cracking up PJs and purses. Yeah. What up, bro? What's going on? I bet you are cooking, bruh. Nah, but Kai, I'm ready to have Q on her and ask some questions. Be respectful with y'all questions. Thursday, I think moderators, I'm gonna need y'all to really be on y'all shit. I don't want to hear about a channel holder. I don't care what was said on another channel or nothing. Be respectful. If you have a question you want to ask Q and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Put it respectful. Put it respectful. Other than that, I'm gonna have to get you out of here. Moderators, I need y'all to be on y'all 10 on Thursday and stuff, you know what I'm saying? And stuff, like I said, if y'all really want to know something about what was really going down and y'all really want to get to the meat and the potatoes of it, you have to be respectful, because that be our problem. Thinking we can come for somebody and then when they shut down, we mad. I'm sorry, A Young. You know, I'm gonna do better. She said, yes, she did, but God. If she able to contact with people while she locked up. I thought they couldn't talk to each other, Lola Marie. Sorry to meet you. I'm working on it, girl. Until the next live, stay safe out here. She thought she was free after not being arrested. Yeah. Yeah. He was still dimming her light. He was still, trust me, Carlos was in her still feeding her that fake bullshit. Those are facts. Carlos was still in that girl ear, giving her that fake BS. Now, I ain't over there. This is the other live. She hasn't contacted me yet, so I don't know what's going on with Samari. You know what I'm saying? I'm waiting on her to contact me. But I'm going to still go ahead and end this and stuff like that. Contact her. Make sure she's okay. You know what I'm saying? He is a witness. She can't talk to him. Yeah, you know, that's a bitch right there. But I thought they said somebody was getting in contact with them, like somebody that was using somebody, and they got called. Or am I tripping? I could be wrong. Me too. They on the same case, so no contact. I was asking because I was gonna say, I get he telling her lies on why he missed her calls. I could have sworn, but maybe I'm tripping. Maybe that's another case. There's so many cases that I'm listening to. You know what I'm saying? But I could have sworn I heard that they had somebody. They got in trouble because they had somebody. Probably her peeps. Yeah, I could have sworn I heard they had somebody kind of middle that was using in the middle. She said they are using someone. Yeah, I definitely heard that then. That they had somebody connecting them in the middle. I believe it. I believe it, and I think they got in trouble. I think someone said, she said, most definitely they talking through somebody, of course. Yes. She said three-way, yes. Come on, man. Mm-mm. It's a sad. Justice for Romeca. Prayers to the kid, y'all. Prayers to these babies. Send some prayers up for them babies. Cause that baby ain't got nothing to do with that. Holly baby ain't got nothing to do with this. That baby innocent. And I hope they find common ground to come to put those kids together, because they're gonna need each other in the future. You know what I'm saying? They are. They are. Create division with them kids for what? They are still siblings at the end of the day, and they are both innocent. Because we don't like Holly don't mean we don't like her kid. So prayers to the both of them babies, and prayers to the family of Romeca, because Romeca lost her life due to this illiterate person want to get his nails done with me looking ass. Nails over looking better than mine. I said, damn, I looked at his nails on the interview, said, I need a damn filling and shit, Carlos. That's crazy, ain't it? Ain't it? You look at somebody, look at a man's nails, like, damn, I need a filling, ain't it? Prayers for those babies. They have tablets and cell phones in there. I'm pretty sure they're tracking. Yeah, three-way. Yeah. Oh, they definitely not smart they're tracking,